Good morning, traders. Welcome to today's market review. This is Razak at CMTrading. Today is November 23rd, 2015, and today's Monday morning. So it's a bit of a short week this week. We're having Thanksgiving at the end of the week in the United States. So it will be kind of interesting how we end off the last week of November, which is the second to last month of the year. So looking at the economic calendar today, three numbers coming out technically 10 o'clock this morning, South African time, two euro numbers of 10 and 10:30 coming out. One is a French PMI number, one is a German PMI number. And then later in the day, we have some Fed announcements coming out of the United States. So let's see how that affects and rattles and shakes the markets. Looking at the euro right here, we're trading a little bit up this morning, but still very, very weak on our almost dead lows. We haven't hit 104 yet, but we're getting very, very close. As you can see here, we're really flirting with future or past support levels between this 106 and 104 level. So I'd be very cautious in either direction because number one, things could really bottom out here on one level, and then on another level, things here could break even further. So it's really hard to gauge at this point because we haven't really been here. If you look at a monthly chart, we haven't really been in this area before. We've had some resistance at 117, 114. As you can see, we've challenged this area. But on the bottom side, with such a big bar, okay, when you see this big bar, this is what worries me. When you have a wick, okay, that rallies right back, then that's that's panic selling. But when you have a big candle with a very small wick and it's breaking lower, that shows that there's real selling. So I'd be more inclined to think that we'd go further down. However, we are at multi-year support, so it's really hard to get that much conviction to say we're definitely going to go lower. Until it actually shows me that we're going lower, I'm going to just take it as it is and just be very cautious. But if I see that there's some sort of momentum going down, it's okay to chase it a little bit and just to make sure that you're covered. Looking at, we're going to go into the gold right now. Gold also hovering in all-time lows, 1069 right here. We look like we're breaking further down. As you can see here, and as well, I think we're really weak with the gold here, and we can continue flirting down even to breaking this $1,000 an ounce level, going further down. So those are my two for the week that I'd really like to keep an eye on. But bear in mind that you always put yourself a stop loss. So two possible shorts this week is the Euro USD and the gold, and I'm making that call this week, and let's see how it unfolds. Looking at oil here, as you can see, last week we had a sell-off, pretty much going into the winter season, which is really a very bullish time for the commodities. And we're now hovering at $40.65, and I'm also a little bit bearish on it. I think we could continue going down there. Looking at the Dow Jones, we're at 17,800. Relatively, we're right back to these levels, hovering near its highs, about 500 points still off of its highs. So the question is are we going to go higher? And I'd like to see it go higher before the Thanksgiving weekend, and see how far we can go going into the end of the year. Looking at some of the other currencies, looking at the USD CAD, we're still at 33, still hovering through our highs here, and we broke it last week. So let's see if there's continued momentum in the USD CAD. Looking at the USD ZAR, we're just hovering at 14 Rand a dollar, just at this level right here. We've sold off from this 1437 level. The question is it going to continue selling off? Because we look like we're trending back down. Now the question is how far can we go down? There's a little bit of a resistance at 1387, as you can see here. We've hit this previous resistance, subsequent support, and then subsequent support. So the question is is this just a sell-off, and then are we just trading in a new range, or is this still momentum going down? It looks like it's converging here into some sort of a trading range between 1387 and 14 and change, 14 and 5, but we have to keep a sharp eye to see how this unfolds. This is Fred Razak at CMTrading. I want to wish you guys a great trading week. Thank you.